FBI's investigation of Secretary Clinton. What I want to do is tell you what we're recommending. But first, let me tell you what we found. 110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it make?
8 of those chains were top secret, 36 of those chains secret, and 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?
Everything I did was permitted. There was no law, no regulation.
Secretary Clinton should have known that an unclassified system was no place for that conversation.
I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email.
None of these emails should have been on any kind of unclassified system, not even Gmail.
Well, first of all, nothing was marked classified.
To the contrary,
Nothing was marked classified.
there is evidence of
Nothing was
tremendous
marked classified.
Now let me tell you what we found.
Oh my gosh.
110 emails.
It was not the best choice.
52 email chains
It was a mistake.
have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it make?
8 of those chains were top
It wasn't
secret.
the best choice.
6 of those chains
I said
secret.
it was a mistake.
And 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?
With respect to our recommendation, this is going to be an unusual statement in at least a couple of ways. Although there is evidence, our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case. I know there will be intense public debate. I know there will be intense public debate. I know there will be intense public debate. What difference at this point does it make? 110 emails.
It wasn't the best choice.
52 email chains
I made a mistake.
have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it
8
make?
of those chains were
It
top
was not a good choice.
36 of those chains
I said it was a mistake.
and 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?
Our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt, and when I say corrupt, I'm talking about totally corrupt, political establishment with a new government controlled by you, the American people. There is nothing the political establishment will not do, no lie that they won't tell, to hold their prestige and power at your expense. And that's what's been happening. The Washington establishment and the financial and media corporations that fund it exist for only one reason: to protect and enrich itself. The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. As an example, just one single trade deal they'd like to pass involves trillions of dollars controlled by many countries, corporations, and lobbyists. For those who control the levers of power in Washington, and for the global special interest, they partner with these people that don't have your good in mind. Our campaign represents a true existential threat, like they haven't seen before. This is not simply another four-year election. This is a crossroads in the history of our civilization that will determine whether or not we, the people, reclaim control over our government. It's a global power structure that is responsible for the economic decisions that have robbed our working class, stripped our country of its wealth, and put that money into the pockets of a handful of large corporations and political entities. They've stripped away these towns bare and raided the wealth for themselves and taken our jobs away out of our country, never to return unless I'm elected president. The Clinton machine is at the center of this power structure. We've seen this firsthand in the WikiLeaks documents, in which Hillary Clinton meets in secret with international banks to plot the destruction of U.S. sovereignty in order to enrich these global financial powers, her special interest friends, and her donors. The Clinton machine is so closely and irrevocably tied to the media organizations. The most powerful weapon deployed by the Clintons is the corporate media, the press. Let's be clear on one thing. The corporate media in our country is no longer involved in journalism. They're a political special interest, no different than any lobbyist or other financial entity with a total political agenda, and the agenda is not for you, it's for themselves. And their agenda is to elect crooked Hillary Clinton at any cost, at any price, no matter how many lives they destroy. For them, it's a war. And for them, nothing at all is out of bounds. This is a struggle for the survival of our nation, believe me. And this will be our last chance to save it on November 8th. Remember that. This election will determine whether we're a free nation or whether we have only the illusion of democracy, but are in fact controlled by a small handful of global special interests rigging the system, and our system is rigged. This is reality. You know it, they know it, I know it, and pretty much the whole world knows it. The establishment and their media enablers wield control over this nation through means that are very well known. This is well documented, and the establishment that protects them has engaged in a massive cover-up of widespread criminal activity at the State Department and the Clinton Foundation in order to keep the Clintons in power. People who are capable of such crimes against our nation are capable of anything.
So it is to the printing press, to the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance. Without debate, without criticism, no administration and no country can succeed, and no republic can survive.
Morning deplorables. What's going on?
Yeah.
Let's get America back on track, somebody says. I agree.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there.
Wow, how awesome of a intro there, that old clip I made. I mean, that's Trump like weeks before the election back in 2016. But listen, you hear all that. I know you did. We were sitting there making like, whoa, crap. I mean, it just sounds like it was everything that we, wanted to hear then, needed to hear, and would hope. Now, moving forward about 3 years where we're at, we haven't seen much. I mean, we've seen lots of great things done by the man for the country, but some of this stuff we're still getting to the bottom of. I know I've grown impatient at times, as well as other people. We've all had our times. I was just talking to Fluidport as well yesterday evening about it, and he had been there a month ago, and here I am just saying, man, we needed this. I was like, hey, you're the one that told me it's going to take time, and it is. You can't, logically, we know Trump didn't have handcuffs. He's not somebody that would be able to arrest Hillary just because he wanted to. So you would order your FBI to arrest her. But at the time when he first came in, it was Comey over there who just got done freeing her.
Right.
You
Right.
can't direct these bad people. So there's where the draining of the swamp comes in. We're talking about the FISA abuse now, the people put in place to make sure things happen. Clinton or Obama appointees. I mean, it looks bad. Again, it's like the swamps everywhere.
It's deep.
It's deep.
Yeah.
It's far and wide. It's 80%, if not more, of D.C. Farmel Fanatic, thank you. One more SCOTUS 2020.
All right.
One more. Arrest somebody. Yes, I agree. There's
Man.
been lots of people fired, lots of people removed,
Or step down.
or stepped down at the time and say, that's not what we're wanting. I mean, ultimately, yeah. Like, it's kind of like this personal situation that we went through. We had somebody bad doing something bad. We wanted a couple things. We wanted them removed out of the position so they couldn't do any more damage.
Right.
And then we wanted to see what we would call justice. Now, you don't want to get too wrapped up in that because you weren't going to be the one inflicting the justice. But we see a system. We know a system exists. We've seen other people go through the system of when you steal from somewhere, 7-Eleven, you're going to get on. I mean, those are the worst. It seems like if you steal the candy bar, you get caught, you're going to get, maybe go to court and have all kinds of probations. But sometimes in other angles, it's harder to prove, and lots of time goes by. The important thing was the damage, the wound was like Band-Aid. And then, you can stop the bleeding and then move forward and get things back on track. But the whole time, everyone's keeping an eye on this. And sometimes it doesn't pan out, does it?
Nope.
But what was the major thing? That you stopped it, you got the person out of there. And I'm not trying to convince anyone here to just be happy with that. No, but at least these crooked people are, now new ones come in. Most of it is what it seems to be. So I don't know what's really getting done on a huge scale, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, just so far what has happened is showing proof, so...
Yeah, I mean...
Just at that level right there, you throw in proof, that's proof,
Yeah,
but,
we've gotten nuggets everywhere. We've gotten a little bit of the pedophile talk out of Hollywood, out of the churches, out of D.C., and it's like, well, why are they getting that guy when there's this going on? Well, we know that there's that going on, but it's like, here's this little nugget, here's this. We've gotten them. All right. Now, is it, we've gotten the college scam. A couple of the actors and actresses or whatever went down on their kids. Well, that's small time. Lori Loughlin. What about Bill Clinton's daughter or Chris Cuomo over here? His dad was governor. He went to Yale. He's not a genius. He's actually a moron.
Right.
I think what we've gotten were little presets to, well, geesh, I really liked Lori Loughlin. Look what the kind of scam she pulled. And I think I don't really like her anymore. Or you come to these, it ain't that bad. But once you find the scale of it, so maybe a lot of these things are little conditioning nuggets of truth. I would believe that to be little speed bumps in your regularly programmed life to hear about, and then when the rest follows, you're a little bit understood of it. You got a grasp on what's about to come.
Yeah.
Or when they start talking about the college scam's much bigger and involved all these people, and these are the people that influence your outcome of your life, because that's what happens. I mean, they talk about this, China, communistic. When your companies in a country are doing so much business with them, and then they want to implement certain things and how you do things with your employees, that's shaping things on a bigger scale, right? It's not,
it.
That's the problem, folks. That is one of the problems.
Guiding.
Durham will drop the hammer soon. That's what we can hope for. I mean, these are down to our last chance. Yes. Okay, I got Joanne Basta. Michael, Red Pill 78 has been reaching out to you to get on his show. Okay, we can set something up for sure. After last night's panel with great Patriots over there at Drone Tech Politics, and then American Joe, Dakota, Doug, Brandon,
Robert,
yes, all of them. I'm going to get with Robert, I believe, as well. So we'll expect to have, just because he's really in tune with some of the things that I am in tune with, and I think we could have a great discussion on some of the Russia. It seems like he
Well,
has done his research.
we're not the only ones. We're not the only ones. Just, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people,
Yes, yeah.
a lot of good people trying to get the truth out.
Yep.
We're not the only ones. We're just trying to like coordinate with people.
And I would do
out
shows
there.
with any of them guys last night. I was just saying for a particular show in mind right away.
Right.
I'm interested in getting with him. They all bring great things to the table, and all the areas that we need eyes on. That's how this works, okay? You are my brother in arms. We can be several different YouTube channels. Everyone has a different passion. All of that needs to come out. It's just a small, we might disagree on things. We might have different opinions on things, but the bottom line is I think we could work together, make a better world. And I know that's what you're trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Everything we cover, we try not to lie. Sometimes we're wrong. There's a big difference in, well, I know this to be wrong, Woodman, but we're going to push it, man. And that's bad.
We don't do that.
No.
We don't do that. We don't do that.
No,
And
we
if we're
try
wrong-
not to be wrong,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when we are, we have no issue coming back. Say,
Yeah.
hey, you guys pointed this out. That was this.
Quite correct. We don't hide anything. It's called the truth. Truth. That's a big thing, man. I just really hope people start to wake up. There's a lot of them starting to. They really are. If you ever watch that one dude that paint the trailer or whatever, he's down in Florida, always doing the banner things. He goes to different locations, and he has a lot of support. There's a lot of red people down there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Used to be a blue state real bad, now it's starting to curve over a little bit. People are waking up, they're really seeing the truth. That bad thing is the media is so twisted.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not even close to being right.
So I was saying they hide the truth. They repeat words. They use the echo chamber. I got into it last night a little bit. We know that the human psyche is so, and everyone's different, but if you go back to when you're young and being molded, and I had took it back last night to kind of high school, just put yourself in the high school mode and the differences you saw with trends. Not saying that people are copycats, but when you're young and learning and you idolize Hollywood at the time, maybe for people, in the 90s or whatever, but you would see trends come, the cut jeans or the earrings and the men, and it would just take a wave. It'd start with a few people at the school. Everyone that looks up to those kids, because we were all freshmen at one time, and there was a cool senior guy, and he had the girl, and you're like, man, he dresses like this, and he gets that
Right.
girl, and he does step 1, step 2, and then you get step 3. So it's natural. It's a natural instinct, and plus these Illuminati, the people that control things, they have studied this, spent lots of money, lots of research, been doing it for millennia. So it's like they got it dialed in. All right. When you put like an Agenda 21 book, and then before you release that, you go back through and spend another couple million just on words to readjust words and get words that maybe sound a little bit nicer. Really manipulative. They've studied this. They know what it takes and what works at this point. So studies show, research shows, history has shown that some people just do not like to be different than the majority. Some people like to be what we call bandwagon. We all know these people. I'm not talking foreign here to you. Either at your work, your job, your school, at some point in your life, you have seen these people that want to go with the flow. When they're all for a team, in the sporting world, they'll jump onto the team that won that year, right? What do you call them? Bandwagon. Here's the bandwagon. Last year you had all the gear for this team. Now you're over here. Well, they won.
Right.
They want to be
Right.
part of the winning team. Who doesn't?
Right.
Who doesn't want to be part of the winning team?
Well, that's why we're doing this.
I mean,
We want to be in a winning team.
nobody, nobody gets,
If
nobody becomes famous for telling the truth. But on that bigger scale, Woodman, just to wrap that up, people like to be right. People will vote off that. They are like, well, all 8 of them are voting for Hillary, and I'm thinking Trump sounds good over here. But man, I don't want to vote for Trump and be alone. nothing to talk about. They'll
Right.
talk about how they hate him, and I'll be over here, no, he's doing a great thing. You know, however that works. I mean, put it up. You guys know it exists. It's not rocket science. But
Yeah, my new stepmom, she does not like Trump, that's for sure.
she puts Huber passed off stuff to Durham. I would hope so. 2 years, and we got nothing. Well, maybe that's what he was told to say. If it's outside of his scope, again, it was passed off, and then it's like, you're not going to file any charges. Go ahead and come out and say that you're not filing any charges. Vernon Peterson, thank you so much. I think that's we got a phone call coming in. Let me see here. You're on the Patriot Hour. Go ahead.
Oop.
Hello. Don't be scared. Which they are. Phone lines are open if you know the number, because I don't.
I forgot it.
Me too. So somebody might out there have it. Maybe
At home, I got it right there in the studio, you know.
maybe grilling. He's always on top of everything else, but I don't know if you. Don't be afraid. If you're scared, go to church. That's true.
Give us a jingle, man.
I don't know the number. I'm serious. Somebody might have it out there. I want to call. Need the number. Woodman, get your phone out. Maybe you have it stored in
Oh, I might. Yeah, let me see here.
there. Do nothing, Huber. Huber.
All right, let's see. I believe I do too, by the way.
I'm here. Thank you guys for all the super chats already this morning. It is Taco Tuesday.
All right. 622-0283.
Hold on. Say it again. 574
622
622
0283.
0283. We are taking
There it is.
calls.
Give us a call, man. We're right here. Oh, got her going.
Welcome to the Patriot Hour. Michael and Woodman here.
Hey, Michael, I got the number.
Hey, how's it going?
So I can't chat or comment in your on your YouTube page. YouTube won't let me, but I've been following you for, I don't know, since you started early. Anyway, you got the number? It's 574
Yes.
622
574 622
0283.
0283. Perfect. No, Woodman did find it. And we just screamed it out, but
Oh, good.
there's probably a little delay. But how are you doing today, and where are you calling from? In not direct location, but just maybe the state or area, Midwest.
Yeah, I'm on the east coast of Florida, in the middle.
Okay, perfect. How's the weather down there today? Doing all right?
Oh, yes, very nice, beautiful here.
All right.
So my name's Julie, and thank you for what you're doing. I really, really appreciate it, more than you know. Did my number come up?
I'm not sure. I'm getting all kinds of beeps in. I'm looking over there. I don't think it did. I don't think it did. But let me see here if there's a way. I'm not really
I was
in
going to ask
tune.
if you would call me back when you're not online, because I wanted to talk to you about something not on the radio.
Let me see here. I can definitely do that. So why don't you just do you got my email? You got the email? It's down below. If not, email me, and I don't think that's you. You're not 856, are you? That's not Florida.
No, it's 321.
321. All right, at least you gave me that. 321. I'll look. I'll see after we hang up. If not, just email me and send me your number. I'll give you a call back.
Okay, I'll put radio, AM radio in the title.
In the title. Okay, perfect.
And my name, Julie.
All right. Thank you so much, and call us back anytime on the show. Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, wait for that next call. We're getting it worked out here. There you go. Woodman, answer this one. You say hello. Go.
Hello, Patriot Hour. You got Mike and Woodman.
Hey, what's going on, brothers? This is Sean from Communist New Jersey, back on station.
What is up, brother?
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all what. I'm going to give y'all a heads up.
Okay.
I'm going to go try to retrieve my property today, and I'm going to live stream the whole event.
All right.
Crap! You got a channel or what? What's up?
I have a YouTube channel, but it's just marked with my handle, Sean. I've never posted anything, so I don't even know. I'm going to do it for the first time today.
All right. Well, I don't know a lot. I do know, well, some changes. I don't know if you'll be able to go live, but the best you can do is record it, and then the minute you're out of there, post it. Because I think...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Unless
I tried
you...
to call today.
Okay.
I've been going through a bunch of calls with the courts today because my girlfriend just went through a divorce and her ex-husband committed perjury and lied and had her. Now she has supervised visitations with her kids. I spoke with a bunch of people who were absolutely rude to me. Finally, I got passed through to a detective who told me I have to file a motion with a judge and pay for it to report a felony. You believe that?
Wow.
They're trying to extort me for money to report a crime.
That is nuts. That's like, if you want to press charges on him, it's going to cost you.
It's going to cost you, buddy.
Yeah, right?
Get the money out.
I'm doing their job for them, and then they're going to make me pay for it, too.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, no, brother. It's hilarious. This is how far we have fallen in our society.
You know it.
People commit flagrant crimes all over. Politicians who start out in politics with no money, in debt, are now worth tens to hundreds of millions of dollars.
Wow.
You know
and
it.
they're walking the streets.
Yeah.
It's a disgrace, man. It's a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. Hey, I'm sorry about that. I'm the one who called earlier. I got nothing. I had no noise coming through my phone lines. I apologize for that, gentlemen. It's bad connection on me.
Oh, you're all right. It happens, man. There's so much that happens with even our technology and then call-ins. This is about the best we've had. You sound good now, and we appreciate it. You got any shout-outs you want to give, or you want people to get to your channel, possibly to see this video? We'll check it out as well. And you said it's just Shane. That's your handle. You don't have any. You can change that, by the way, if you want.
Sean.
It's Sean.
Sean, I meant.
S-H-A-W-N.
S-H-A-W-N. Okay, I got that. I actually wrote down Shane, which is my bad. It's an actual
That's
family member of mine.
And you know what? I will change it. I will change it to Sean from Communist New Jersey.
Oh,
just
perfect.
for y'all.
Perfect.
Oh, man.
Sean from Communist New Jersey.
Let's see how they like that one.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, good luck today, and we're looking forward to that video. Give us a call back anytime. And again,
Hang on, real quick. I got one more.
Okay.
Joey Gibson from Patriot Prayer put out a video about the victim mentality. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was a very inspirational video. I shared this video through text message to a bunch of people. I don't know if it was Google or who went into my text message and removed the link.
Whoa.
What was this? Patriot?
Everyone, and they did it to everyone I sent the link to.
Wow. What is the name of it? Patriot Pat? Did you say?
Patriot Prayer. Joey Gibson, Patriot Prayer USA.
Joey Gibson.
He's part of the Proud Boys. He's out in Portland. He's on the front lines with Antifa, brother.
Wow. That's heavy.
And he put out a very inspirational video about the victim mentality. And you check it out and forward it to everyone you know, especially people in the inner city, because it will wake them up to the shenanigans of these politicians who are actively working to keep we the people divided.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you for
And
that.
I got to say, brothers, I am a veteran, and God bless y'all, and thank y'all for leading the way for me.
Thank you.
Airborne all the way.
We'll talk again here soon, Sean. Thank you so much, brother.
All right, gentlemen, God bless.
God bless.
And to all my brothers and sisters out there, God bless y'all, and many blessings to you and yours on this new year.
God bless you. God bless you.
All right. There's another one. You're on the Patriot Hour. This is Mike and Woodman. What's up?
Good morning, Mike. This is Pat from Little Delaware. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing right.
I just wanted to call to tell you guys I'll see you in Virginia.
All right.
All right. You're going to be down there the day of the event, I'm assuming. We're going to be down there the night before, and we're possibly meeting up with some people.
Okay.
We'll do a video, of course, once we get down there and maybe just say where we're going to be at. If you're in the area, come on down. So make sure your alerts are on and everything.
Be there with bells on. I thank you guys so much for everything that you do and enjoy, listening to your videos and taking part in your shows.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you down there. Godspeed.
Thank
Godspeed.
you for being here. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome and have a blessed day.
You too.
You also.
All right. This is
Great.
Awesome.
Great.
Calls sound great today. Thank you, Grillin', letting us know that that's working out. That's important. We want to make it the best for you guys, sound-wise, stream-wise. It is Taco Tuesday, which I'm not having tacos, but
I don't think I will either.
I just did on Saturday, I think. But oh, Woodman, did you bring the sticker, brother, or maybe you forgot in the rush of things?
I didn't bring it.
Okay. Did you see the new ones I got on there?
I seen you got the
little Trump guy over on the one side too. You can't see it right now.
Yeah, I see the one with the Brothers in Arms, and I gave you that one.
Calls sound great today.
Yeah.
So we got Farmall Fanatic and Vernon Peterson. Thank you, Michael and Woodman Patriot. Thank you, Michael and Woodman Patriots. I love all the mods.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Mods are great.
Mods are great. We got Face in the room today.
Feeling better, I hope.
Yes, I think so.
I wonder if Always Amy's out there.
We got Jonna, we got Simone, Grillin, Face. We got quite a few mods in today.
Great.
Now, Grillin, when you're not here, where are you? Are you busy sometimes? I'm just wondering. I'm just joking, buddy.
Hey, man, he's always here.
Yeah, no, I think there was a few that we've caught him where he wasn't. And hey, people have lives. People have lives.
All right, here we go.
This is a Patriot Hour. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Hey, how's it going now?
Pretty good. I just was kind of curious of, how the gathering's coming over here in Virginia on the 20th.
Yes.
If we all got together and actually followed the Constitution and we could have a public trial right there with the Congress for exactly what acts they're doing as the people. I was just curious if you knew anything about so much of it. I've been starting to study it right now, and from what I'm getting, is we could actually do it without anybody's approval or anything, because we are the people. We're supposed to have the power. What do you think?
Yeah, no, that's I was having this discussion a little bit last night with, I think, Fluid Pour. He brought up, well, this is, you can't put in laws that go directly against the Constitution. Those are unconstitutional. Yeah, unconstitutional, something that shouldn't be followed. And that's where you're seeing some of, Virginia talk about having these sanctuary cities for the guns, and the cops are saying, we're not going to enforce unconstitutional law. So you're seeing that kind of division. But now I would take it to, and this sucks, but it's like the history, when you get back, there's so many other things other than just the Second Amendment. We've been getting violated on all four fronts, right? Like our search and seizure of person, without warrant. There's so many things. The Fed Reserve itself, printing money that's not done by the people. I mean, that's so we have so many facets in. This is just one of them.
Correct.
And it's like our Constitution and the Bill of Rights and all of those paperworks gave us. I did a video a while ago, and I kind of referred it to as we had like a 12-cylinder engine. Now, when Abraham Lincoln came up and he put in the Posse Comitatus Act, kind of imposing kind of a martial law. He had talked about, I'm going to do this temporarily and then sign it back down. Well, when he got murdered or assassinated, however that went down, that never got signed out. So it stayed in effect for about 10 years. And these people that were kind of looking at each other like, we'll just kind of keep this in. Then they wrote up a bunch of more federal laws for the federal government out of D.C., and then when they did finally take that down, they had things kind of it's like our engine went from 12 cylinders down to 6. So we have this big 12-cylinder engine, but we're only firing on about 6 of them right now because certain things have went offline.
Yeah, because I mean, what I was curious about, because I mean, I follow Q too, and I watch your channel all the time, and Red Pill 78 and everybody else, and he's, you know, it said that we forgot how to play the game.
Yes.
Well, if we really got together, I mean, and started playing the game under this Constitution, that's the only reason why I was thinking, like, if we actually got together and just stormed up like Congress, and that's it, start locking these people up, they're traitors, you know what I mean?
Well, I think like on that statement that you just said, you hit it on the head, but take it a step further. Like, if everyone is aware of the lies, then the lies can't work.
Right.
That's the bigger picture. Like, if we're all just aware of our rights, then anything else doesn't work. So it's all based on their lies and their propaganda, and you know, they do it subtly. So the bigger thing is like that, educating, like the biggest frustration with this is people like us that get it and know what needs to happen. And then we're waiting. Our agenda then becomes like, well, when are they going to get arrested?
Right.
But if we stop long enough and look at the guy next to you, like, well, he don't even know that, like, he don't even know this. And it's like, what's more important? Now that the show turns to my agenda of people getting arrested, or that there's still about a fraction of the U.S. that's not awake to any of it?
Right.
So
I totally get that. I mean, I moved out of New York City. I'm from Queens, not too far, probably from where Trump's actually from. I moved to Virginia in Page County, and it's corrupt as hell out there, out here and out in New York City. So I moved, and I got 3 kids and stuff, so I'm trying to, like, do the right thing. It's a better place out here to raise kids and stuff. But now I'm starting to think, now that I just got, in New York City, the gun laws are ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
So when I moved, I was able to purchase my own gun legally for the first time ever, so I was kind of excited. And now all of a sudden they're trying to strip them away. So I just don't get it.
Right.
And do you know anyone personally around you that voted? Like, I mean, in Virginia, it's like...
Me personally, I voted for Trump, and I don't even think my vote counted. Yeah, I was in Page County. I'm telling you right now, that whole place is set up corrupt. And I think that's one of the only counties that didn't even sign up for this the sanctuary gun laws. You know, and where the cops are going to do the right thing. Like Winchester is good. I mean, mostly all of them are trying to hold the Constitution and do the right thing. But there's a few chosen ones out there, like Page County. It's really bad, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That really, I mean, I was on that panel last week, kind of like the show I did last night, same group of guys, and they were saying, I can't believe Trump hasn't brought up Virginia. He hasn't said anything about Virginia. And I'm thinking, like, man, I know he has, so I'm looking it up on the fly while they're saying that he hasn't. And they were talking about since it went, and Trump talked all about it before the vote. He told them, vote for this. This guy's about the military, he's about your border, and he's about you keeping your Second Amendment. The Democrat guy, he wants to take your gun. Yeah. I mean, it was straight up written that way, and I'm like, there it is. Now, once they lost out in Virginia, he's been pretty quiet, but it's like, what do? Was either the election rigged, or did the people not listen? That's, where
the other thing I get, too, is that, like, if Obama did pardon all these criminals, that's probably why they're letting them get away with all this stuff, because now they can catch them on new crimes, too. So I've been kind of thinking about that as well, So
yeah.
I mean, I just don't know.
Yeah, no, it's I'm curious as well. I know for years people try to get good at hiring. I got a buddy of mine, Scott. He's been on the show. He's going down to Virginia with us. But it's like they he's tried to you can't get good at hiring. You need to get good at firing. And if you go through enough people, because if they don't do the job, you don't stick it out with them. That's a problem, with family. You hire families. They're doing a horrible job. They're actually costing me more money than it's worth.
Right,
but I'm keeping them on so they can feed the family, which is my grandkids or something, whatever. But you get good at firing, which we've seen with Trump. It's a revolving door sometimes because the people that he brings in or that are recommended just don't do the job right, or they're playing the same games that have been played. That's what we're hoping. Or I'm thinking he's brought a lot of people back to put them into positions to do the right thing, and they don't. And then it's like, all right, we got you. Maybe some of the crimes they committed are so old that you can't get them on them. So it's like a process of bringing lots of people around, lots of connected people, and then instantly they start doing the wrong thing, and then they get fired, and then they got that on them. I don't know. It seems like they've gone around collecting a lot of information, a lot of crime, seeing how far and wide it goes, putting certain people in from the past to see if they'll do the right thing, but they don't.
Right.
I don't know.
Another thing is, too, I'm not sure how many shows you guys watch, but I was watching one, I think his name was Douglas, and he's from Virginia that way, too, over by me, where I'm at, somewhere, I guess, near, somewhere, I know, I'm not sure, I don't know everything about out here yet.
Yeah.
But, he said that they changed the law on, something with the assembly and having the guns there. I'm not sure if you know anything about that, because if you're going to go down there, you might want to look into that. I heard they got 2 different papers they rushed through last week to try to stop people from having guns next to the buildings or something like that.
Yeah,
you can't be in the building with one.
Yeah, they did change it. We went over that last night on the on that Drone Tech Politics channel. We had a 6-panel discussion. American Joe brought up the new rushed-in.
Joe, that's my dude.
Yeah. He brought up the new laws passed. They don't really affect too much, but they have passed around where I'm at, there is no guns in federal buildings either. I mean, that's already the case. Right. So it seems like Virginia is just catching up or finally, not like catching up or getting on board like it's a good thing, but they put in no guns in buildings, but it doesn't cover the grounds. And this is on the steps. This whole event's literally based to be on the steps. But now there are people going into lobby. But you're not going to be able to bring your gun in. I was reading the email.
In a way, you can kind of see how panicked they are. It's not like anybody was really going inside to try to do anything. Anyway.
Crazy. Yeah. So are you going to be in the area, or are you just kind of, keeping an eye on it and everything? You're already in the state, aren't you? So, I mean, it's like...
Yep. If I hear anything, I'll definitely let you guys know, or whatever. Now I got the number. I heard you guys talking about it, so I wrote it down.
I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.
How far away are you from
Richmond?
From Richmond, about 3.5 hours, maybe 4.
Okay.
I drove down to Virginia Beach this past summer with my kids. It was great.
Heck yeah. I lived there for 5 years out in Virginia Beach area, so...
It's beautiful. I love it out. I've never seen country look so pretty, and they call it God's country. I'm over with what they call the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's real pretty.
Oh yeah,
yep, sure is. Yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, brother. Thank you so much.
You.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Awesome. Do one more.
Yeah, there we go. You got the Patriot Hour here, Mike and Woodman. How you doing today?
Hey, brothers. This is Todd from Southern California.
All right.
What's going on, Todd?
The West Coast.
Oh, California?
Yeah, the West Coast. Hey, Michael, I want to open my heart up to you for a minute, if I could.
Yes.
My uncle turned me on to the QAnon deal. I don't know. Must have been 17, just before the turn of the year.
Yes.
And your show was fairly new, I think, but there's something about the way you do what you do, bro, and you were really helpful to me personally with staying, with the movement, with the Great Awakening, and it's been kind of cool watching Woodman and the guys come on, but watch you develop your show and mature into your whole thing, and then getting together with Dakota and American Joe, it gives me even more faith or more hope. I'm almost past the hope part. If I feel like we're starting to get over the hump and maybe get over the hill and see some stuff start happening.
Yeah. You've seen this then. So, like in the beginning, like you said in 17, it was just a lot of talk and things, and then we've slowly really
get these drops, man, that we're seeing now that are relevant to what's going on now. We get these drops that we'd be tripping out on, trying to figure out and be like, oh yeah, she's finally gonna, bite the bullet and, get what she has coming to her, and then we've had to wait it out. But in waiting it out and future proves past, man, there's no denying this. There's no coincidences in this deal.
Yes,
it's mathematically impossible, and I've heard you say that more times than I don't know what to say. But most of the reason for my call was to give you guys some support and let you guys know that you've made a big difference in my life. And I try to, out here in California, it's very hard. It's very difficult. Even within my own family, man, I have them, they start looking, I gave up on a couple a long time ago and just decided I could be there for them when it does come out, and they need to understand what's going on.
Yep.
Fantastic.
That's the best you can do at that point.
And honestly, dude, that's an idea that, if I remember correctly, I think I got from you.
Yes. Yep.
You know?
Turn, like, you know, sometimes you're just going to, instead of battling, or I've always tried to put that out, here comes a holiday like Thanksgiving. Don't sit there and attack the one family member you know opposes you. And just, the time will come.
I love them so much, dude. I love them so much, and I know it's going to hurt them because my in-laws are all pretty good. I mean, out here, that you stand a chance of hitting. You can throw a water balloon and hit a liberal or a left-thinking person. I'm trying to get away from these titles too.
Yes,
I'm trying to get away from these labels. And it's really hard. It's really difficult, especially when we have these groups like Antifa going crazy, and it makes it easy to be negative. And we need to be positive, and together we have the strength, right?
You know it.
In a way, our society is almost responsible because the Constitution's set up in a way in which we're supposed to be watching over it as citizens. Correct?
Correct.
And we've got lackadaisical, and in a way, I think that they've also made it that way by design, you know?
Yeah, our youth right now, and I got a video I'm working on. I let Woodman listen to it before. I mean, it's just, right now it's a blank slate of me talking, and it's about, I don't know, I need to get some footage with it, and then it'll be out today at some point, but
my son is a freshman in college, okay? Very smart kid. Very, very smart kid.
Great.
Happens to be gay, okay? Has a bunch of peers that are gay, male and female as well. He ran for one of the offices, you know, for student council.
Yes.
And had some friends of his come up to him and say, sorry you didn't win. We were going to vote for you, but you're a white male.
Wow.
That was the reason this group of, at least a dozen of them, didn't vote for him.
Wow.
For that simple fact, and it's because these poor kids are brainwashed.
You know it.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I'll
gotten
let
bad.
you guys go and let somebody else call in, but I really wanted to thank you guys and let you know I've been there by your side for the last 2.5 years, enjoying what you guys are doing for me.
Well, you know, this morning I was just telling Mike about what a fantastic person he is and how he's really gifted. I hope everybody understands the time that he puts into this stuff.
Oh, God.
But
man.
His delivery is just tremendous. I told him that this morning. I hope he understands just how good he is, you know, because...
And I'm glad you brought that up, Woodman, because I've also kind of noticed you grow in a way, too, through the time that you've been with him. At first it wasn't like you didn't want to say anything, but you were reluctant to kind of chime in, or
Right.
He was saying he's learned so much.
Now you're right there. Now you're right there in the co-pilot seat, having no problem, brother, shooting right along. But Michael, you're absolutely right about Michael, man. And all these guys, they spend. So I can't imagine the time you guys all spend on prepping this stuff. And you guys have jobs and stuff. I don't have a job, and I can't imagine it.
We don't work. Yeah, we don't work.
Okay.
But I didn't even know how to turn a computer on or off until Mike came over to my house and made me set up a little studio so I could, join in there. Well, I know nothing about a computer, and this whole year or whatever, a little longer probably, it's been a super learning curve for me. And I've learned how to get into the computer to these different sites and actually gather information myself, and then I can share with Mike. I've really grown it, and I'm glad you caught that. I thank you for that. But Mike is really
more than welcome. You're more than welcome, and you guys deserve it. You have it coming, and you're absolutely right about Michael. I don't know if he knows how good he is, or if he's just so humble and great. But dude, you really are. You are very gifted, Michael. You really. This was one of your callings, man. You really, because even I know you changed. You helped more people than just myself stay with this and understand it. early on, there wasn't too many. I don't want to mention names because that gets into the negative stuff, but there were a few people that thought they knew what they were doing, okay? And they were hard to understand, kind of hard to follow. You just did it. You did it because it needed to be done, and learned how to do it, and got better at it. And you're a natural. It was what you're supposed to do, bro. Thank you.
Sent by God. He was sent by God. That's his mission.
And thank both of you guys for your service. Can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless.
I mean, when you're in the service, I really appreciate it. You guys move along to the next caller, and let's keep the movement going.
God bless you.
Where we go one, we go all.
That's right, brother. Thank you. Where we go one, we go all.
Airborne and pray.
All right, then we're going to end on that phone call. There's not going to be no more phone calls today. That was great. Folks, yes, I do this. I'll take a minute there. I am nobody to be put up on a pedestal. I would imagine I'm not perfect. I don't know if I ever could be, and I don't know if I ever wanted to be or would want to be, but I try to be for you guys, all right? I do this for you. This is what it started out as. I was telling Woodman that right before all this, I've gathered all this gear. I don't know how, why. I mean, I was out doing computer jobs for people, and I would, they would pay me or whatever, and they'd be like, hey, do you want this old junk computer? And I'm like, hey, man, I'm not into taking trash, but I'd take their old laptop or their tower, a monitor, and next thing you know, I have 8 or 9 monitors shoved into a closet. I have 3 or 4 towers. So somehow, some way, I was gathering this gear for like years on years without really realizing it. And then finally I sat down, put it all together into a room, and decided to do this for you guys. And that's it. I have a desire for, the truth, and for people to see it. And I wanted to help as however I could. And that's simply it. I have a great passion for this country, for all of you, for all of us patriots, for the kids, for the youth, for the future, to have a fair shot, to have a true world, a reality of which they can live in and understand, and actually make decisions that help guide a better future for all, not a group of small men somewhere else with a bunch of power and a bunch of pull and own everything, creating wars and keeping us. I mean, that's it. So thank you guys for being here with us. What a great call-in show. The #1. We want to be fake news. We can say it, fake news. We are the #1 live call-in YouTube show of all time, according to our own polls.
Yeah, you know it.
I think we talked to 5 of you before we.
That's a great show, man.
We're gonna get down. Me and Woodman are gonna head out of here. We're gonna go visit his brother to get some extra goodie things for Richmond. When we say that, like some business cards that are really cool. I'm gonna get a thumb drive with some stuff on it just in case he needs it.
Woody's print and design, by the way. This guy has talent you would not believe, man.
Yes. Do you have a card on you? One of them clear ones? That'd be cool.
I've got.
Let me see that. Then we're gonna go to the P.O. I'm gonna stop by the P.O. Box. I just saw Miss Berlin asking you. Jonah?
Put your hands on my phone number.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got to hide up because this is like a test.
It's actually transparent, people. It's a really...
let me see if I can...
It's a neat card. He's a dedicated Christian, and he puts... He's like Mike. He really does super good work. Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it is kind of transparent. I don't think they're going to be able to see that.
Yeah, you won't be able to see that probably with this thing set up, but yeah.
Pretty cool, though. I like it.
Well, there you go, Mike. You can have one.
So these are just kind of quick ones that we got, but we're going to get actually something a little bit more. I like them. I think it's cool.
I just don't like the idea about transparent, but it's pretty cool. I mean, we're going to get some today. So... But there'll be normal cards. But to this guy, my brother, God, man, he is really good at it. He'll make them any way you want it, He's on a small scale, of course, but what do you get with that? You get, personal involvement. He doesn't just do a job and say that's close enough. He makes sure it's perfect. So.
Oh, right. I was going to say this too. When this channel started, it just happened to be at the same time. Like now, I was gearing up. It took a few months to get everything set up. I had to build stuff. I bought a soundboard. One of the biggest issues that took me a month, and Ben came over 2 or 3 times, is we had echo, horrible echo. I had buddies like at that point, Scott, like, when are you going to do the show? I'm like, well, I'm trying to get this echo thing worked out. Couldn't, talking to here, I'd hear echo. And
right.
And actually, the first couple episodes, I might have kind of did them with echo and worked around it. And it was like, I'll keep one earphone off and I can hear kind of. But that's why I was slow talking. And like that guy, the last caller so kindly said, I watch it from the beginning up and you really progressed. You really got into something and it's you're so much better at it now. Well, that's all of you. Get better at doing research, get better at talking to family. The old norms of, coming up to somebody, you're wrong, I'm right. You're evil, I'm good. Now listen to me. Nobody wants to.
That doesn't work at all. Yeah.
All of a sudden, they're ringing in the ears, and they're like, "This guy." Cognitive dissonance kicks in. So
empathy. Have a little empathy that way you communicate.
Yes.
You got to be able to communicate, or you can't get nothing done.
So let's keep that in mind moving forward for 2020, folks. A lot going on. August 14th and 15th, got the Patriot Fest. We're still on that. We just got an email put out to anybody that's emailed us. We finally, I believe everyone should have got a email back. I don't know if any of you in the room here are part of that. I think you have emailed me on the Patriots Fest, and let me know maybe if you got a respond back from me on just like a cover page. I don't know if you guys got that picture, but it was pretty cool. And there's more to come in the next week or so. Probably after we get back from Virginia, we'll get that next round of emails out. Yep. We got Simone, got it. So, yeah, see, Davey, the Patriot Hour is the best show on YouTube. There you go. You heard it. I've been having fun with that lately, folks. The media.
That's great.
The media is something else. All right, let's shut this down so we can get on the road and do what we got to do today, and I can get back. It's already going on 11. I figured I'll be back here working on this other video I got in the works. It'll be out sometime later this afternoon. God bless. Love you all. Thank you for being here. You're the greatest patriots on the earth. Right here, part of the Patriot Hour, down below, texting, commenting, helping others, helping us, pointing us in the right direction, pointing others in the right direction. We appreciate it, folks. Again, never listen to everyone. Take it for 100%. Do your research, connect your dots, come to a great conclusion based off lots of facts, chew the meat, spit out the bone, and you can't go wrong. Woodman?
That's quite correct, man. I'm telling you, we're all different. We all think just a little bit different. But we all, if you look at the whole picture, you can see it's almost like a funnel. We all come together. There's certain points where we all come together. We're going in the right direction. Stay vigilant. If you know an elderly person, this is winter time. Go see if they need some help. Bring them a bowl of soup or make them a meal, macaroni and cheese or anything. Run them to the store. See if they need to go to the doctor. Make sure they're warm and safe. Love your neighbor. If everybody loved each other and treated each other like they want to be treated, there'd be zero problems here.
It would be a better place, wouldn't it?
You know it, man. You know it. So, God bless you all. Mainly God bless Mike, too, for what he's been doing. He's just, he's really done a lot waking me up. I know he's woke a lot of you up, too. So, I thank God for that.
Just wanted to wake at least one up. Yeah. I think we accomplished that.
And we always keep God on our channel, everybody. This a very big thing for me. It's written in the Bible, you're either on following God, or guess what? You know, even though you might be a real good person or whatever, you know, I'm not trying to preach to you, but I'm trying to give you a better way of life, you know. That's just how it is. God bless you all. Stick together like glue, man, because it's going to get ugly. If things happen the way I think they're going to go down, it's going to be real ugly in the beginning, but then it's like a big tidal wave, and eventually it calms down and becomes normal again. So keep the faith, pray, pray, pray. God bless you all, and thank you for following us and learning. That way you can go, since you see, even though we didn't do it really today, maybe a little bit, Mike brings out the stuff and reads along with you so you can see the same thing. We don't just give you our opinion. We bring you total facts as we find them, you know. We try to get the word out as fast as we can to keep everybody alert and on their toes. Be aware of your surroundings, you know, like this coming up here if you're going to Virginia, be very safe. Always watch your backside. Always when you go somewhere, make sure you scout out a way out without having any problems. Don't get sucked into a physical battle with anybody going down there because that's what they wanted to achieve. They want to do that. They want to divide us as a country. Us patriots, we want to stay together. Let's stay together like glue and change the world, because we have a president now that's going to back us like we're supposed to be. That's all I got to say. Airborne, everybody.
Amen.
Love you all.
You guys have a great day. Enjoy it. You deserve it. God bless.
God bless.
So it is to the printing press, to the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance. Without debate, without criticism, no administration and no country can succeed, and no republic can survive.